My name is Nick Jobs. I'm 28 years old. I'm a certified public accountant. I work as a tax supervisor at a local CPA firm. And at night, I also get paid to play video games in the NASCAR Heat Pro League, sponsored by Ally, racing for Hendrick Motorsports Gaming Club. So as a tax supervisor, my main role is to oversee our tax department, specifically, on the business side of things, so our small to mid-sized businesses. I'm kind of managing our engagements, with our clients. So whether that's, getting the tax returns filed or, going over their monthly or quarterly financial statements with them, or, whether it's getting them information that they need to go get a loan from a bank. That's something that's, very important for our clients. And, most of them aren't really financially savvy. So typically they'll rely on their accountant to reach out to the bankers and get them the information they need. So from a professional background, growing up in high school, I was just naturally good at math. It just came easy to me. And my mom always said, you're good at math, you should be an accountant. And that's kind of how I ended up going to college, to be an accountant. And, it did come naturally. And, I was lucky enough straight out of school to get a job at an accounting firm, which I worked for 5 years, and then transitioned to the job that I have now, which I've been for 3 years, and kind of just slowly progressed my way up the rankings. And, I've loved every second of it. I love the people that I work with. I love the clients I get to work with. So it's awesome. And then, obviously growing up, I did play video games as well. And, I didn't really, NASCAR is a very expensive sport. So I wasn't fortunate enough to be able to get in a race car. So that kind of was the outlet, was to play video games. And, growing up, every kid wants to, get paid to play video games. And I kind of saw this opportunity in this league grow and, jumped into it and was lucky enough to get drafted to Hendrick Motorsports and, lucky enough to have Ally on board. To excel in my role, there'd be a few categories I could fit in here. One, you'd have to have analytical skills and problem solving skills. Dealing with a lot of different clients and their financial statements and stuff like that. You have to be able to understand, what they're looking at and kind of articulate it to them. Being able to communicate effectively too. A lot of your clients aren't going to be financially savvy or, really understand the accounting side of things. And rightfully so. If they asked me to go build a house, I wouldn't even know where to start. So you have to be able to, kind of relate it to something in their lives, and, just being able to articulate that is a big role to try to understand to the clients. My biggest advice from the accounting end would be to, reach out to local CPA firms and, try to get an internship. Our firm has multiple interns, in the high school and college levels that come in every year and get to learn. And I think the on-hand experience is going to be more valuable than anything. So, I would reach out to local CPA firms and see if they're, looking for interns, because it's definitely, I think my first 2 years within the accounting field, it's the experience that really, taught me everything. And, you're going to gain so much from that. Some advice I would give if you're looking to, get paid to play video games or get into the NASCAR Heat Pro League would to just keep pursuing your dreams and never give up, and, put everything you got into it. You give 110%, no matter what it is. And, if you just continue to give it your all, you'll get there. My favorite part of being an accountant and my favorite part of my job would definitely be all the clients I get to go visit, and I get to see, the books and what's underneath that. Going into a store and, knowing what it costs to, produce that product and also buy it, to me really fascinates me. And we have such a vast, clientele. So we, all around the board, whether it's retail stores or fast food restaurants, and, it's pretty cool to just get under the numbers and kind of see everything. My favorite part about racing in the eNASCAR Heat Pro League has definitely been being able to be part of a team, especially Hendrick Motorsports Gaming Club. Growing up a Jeff Gordon fan, I couldn't have asked to be on a better team. And, just to be able to be part of a team and find my way into the NASCAR realm has been, amazing, and I've loved every second of it. I do not. So in order to obtain your CPA license, you need 150 credits. So most colleges, you'll graduate with 128 or 132. So the purpose of the 150 is really to try to get you actually to go back and get your master's. But most four-year degrees will give you enough accounting credits to where you can really get those other 22 or 18 credits in really anything you want. And me in particular being a little unique, I was able to, I wish I could have went back and got my master's, and I think that's really what it's meant for. But I went back after I graduated actually, and I went to a local community college and just took classes that interested me, like sports officiating or, something I could do at night. It was online school. So I was able to obtain that. And then, you need 2 years experience, and then, you have to pass all four parts of the exam.